Hello, hello. Old Dad here, and Drew McIntyre showed up. Charlotte Flair showed up. Chelsea Green showed out, and that main event was everything I wanted. Let's get to this. Let me show you what all went down. Hello, hello. Old Dad here. And SmackDown's getting ready to start. I'm wondering if Randy Orton's going to come out right off the bat and be like, I want Kevin Owens now. And Nick Aldis is going to be like, you can't have him. I need it. You can't do it. He hurt Sammy. I want it now. Okay, Randy. Because that's what it's been. And here's the thing, Nick Aldis can whip most of these guys. That's the craziest part. This should be fun, just because that's in your mind now. That's in your mind now. All right, let's get at this. I didn't get what I wanted, but there is a smile on this face. I was right. It was all about the punt kick. And he was like, I'm going to tell you this, everybody to know that Pat McAfee is the second best kicker or punter or whatever in WWE. He plans on booting him. Happy old dad, back at it. By the way, Randy Orton came out. All right. Tiffany Stratton versus Piper Niven. Do you remember Dewdrop? I remember Dewdrop. That was Piper Niven. I'm glad she's Piper Niven. Much better than Dewdrop. Off on a rabbit trail. Tiffany Stratton wins. The match was good. Big people don't run to corners. Big people, strong, don't run to corners. Big people like old dad don't run to corners. If I became a wrestler, I wouldn't run to a corner. I'm getting off on a rabbit trail, but guess what happened in that match? She ran to a corner. World's prettiest moonsault. Match is over. Now, the best part, and what causes this, Charlotte Flair came out. Charlotte Flair came out, knocked her leg, figure eight. Are we feeling a 15th time? Are we feeling that? I am. And I wanted to get a cardboard cutout of Charlotte Flair on my wall because I think truly she's like the best wrestler. Yeah, I've become that guy. I have. But going on, Charlotte Flair, absolutely amazing. Takes her out. That whole thing. Then Nick Aldis gets into this whole how the tag team things has been going. And his solution, next week, Street Profits are going up against the champions for the titles. And then they're having a three-way dance tonight to see who's going to be the contenders. Old Dad's smiling. I can't help it. I got to get back to this. I am loving this. And that tag team match, that's next. Old Dad's happy. Old Dad's happy. Moving on. Pretty Deadly won that match. It was a tag team match. All three teams, Motor City Machine Guns, Los Garza, Pretty Deadly. I was sure it was just going to follow the whole Motor City Machine Gun thing, and that's what we were going to get. Motor City Machine Guns going for the titles again. This, that, the other. It did not, and that made me happy. It threw me a curveball. I'll be honest with you. I wanted Los Garza to win because they are fun to watch. They really are. Especially, they are good. But Pretty Deadly, they are pretty amazing as well. And the fact that it was not who I wanted, not who I called, it made me happy. I can't even say why. I can't express this whole thing. It made me happy. I liked it. It threw me a curveball, and I liked it. I'm getting back to this. All right, going back. So Naomi and Bianca Belair gets in the ring. They do the talky thing. They do the cry thing. I keep thinking to myself, hey, what happened on Monday? You didn't seem sad on Monday. You seemed to be kind of caught up with Rhea Ripley. Now, they did it. Naomi admits it. She did it. She did it for Bianca Belair. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, and this, that, and the other. She walks away. Jade Cargill comes out. Bianca Belair stands aside. Take care of it. I had in my mind, she just put you out for months. You do your finishing move to her and then stand over and walk away? Out for months. Girls are better than guys, I guess. Because I think as a guy, if you put me out for months and you left me bloody, my finishing move may not just be enough. That's an old dad opinion. That's what I take from the segment. Moving on. Braun Strowman versus Solo Sikoa. That match was fire. And Braun was going to win. I didn't see that coming. I didn't. I seen it just being boom. And Solo Sikoa just taking over. Then, before he got his pin, Tama Tonga comes out. Starts fighting with and attacking Braun Strowman. Tama Tonga, boom. Lay it out. Then Jacob Fatu comes out. And I'm like, well, that's pretty much showing him as the clear leader of that faction now. He goes. Those two punchy. Fight. Wonderful. You knew they were going to the production area. They were going to do It looked like it was going to be a Samoan drop. It ended up being a choke slam. That was good. And it ended with Jacob Fatu being like, hurting by Braun Strowman. I loved it. Old Dad's happy. What happens next? Little interview with LA Knight. Am I upset with that? No. He's saying about Nakamura. He's saying about the title. He's doing the talky. And it's LA Knight. That makes me happy. I love LA Knight. I'm getting back at this. But we are at a commercial. That's what I expected last week. Was it last week? Anyway, Chelsea Green delivered. Did they have there is no cheaty win in a street fight. Chelsea Green was amazing. That match was amazing. Best match of the night? By far. I was on, and it was like boom. And I loved it. Alba Fire's return. Loved it. I'm going to get back to this. But if I didn't say it, I want you to know, I loved that match. Stole the show so far. Loved it. Just watched the segment with Cody Rhodes. I'm going to say it. That man must have really just excelled in his English class. He speaks so well. Maybe it's the pacing of his words. Maybe it's the speech class. He got an A. He's amazing. I love to hear him talk. Now, do I think he's going to beat Cena? Cena's a bad guy. Cena's a bad guy. Cena's got a chance. Just saying. Cena's got a chance. Then they hit me with this. Carmelo Hayes versus Randy Orton next week. Next week's looking so good. It's looking so good. I'm getting back to this, but right now we are at a commercial. So I'll get back to it after the commercial. After the commercial. All right. Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso. It doesn't take much to make me happy. Claymore. Drew McIntyre right on top. What do you want? That makes me happy. Damian Priest. Drew fights afterward. Damian Priest taking it to Drew. I don't care. You know why? You know what I got? I got a Claymore. I got Claymore. Claymore. That's what old Dad wanted. That's what old Dad wanted. And now they're setting up for Drew versus Damian Priest. Do I want to see that? I absolutely want to see that. And I'm telling you, Damian Priest taking it to Drew. This is beautiful. Damian Priest can have a Claymore too. I mean, Drew's all about giving, right? He gives us the truth, gives us Claymores. Right now, Damian Priest is taking his fill, though. He ain't taking a Claymore. He's just beating up Drew. It's all a build-up. It's all a build-up. We got our hopes. All right, let's get back to this. That's what I wanted to see. That's what old Dad wanted to see. So, Nakamura poison missed, but he misses LA Knight. Hits the referee. Nakamura's trying to get himself disqualified. This, that, the other. Shinsuke Nakamura had one heck of a match. That was a great match. LA Knight, U.S. champion. Old Dad's happy. Old Dad's happy. Here's the thing. Shinsuke Nakamura can pick someone else to beat up later. And it would be great. And then LA Knight with gold. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Where is it? Where is the LA Knight? I need an action figure of him. I do. I need that. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out. What did I think was the best match? Old Dad, my opinion, Chelsea Green, Meechin. That match was amazing. Please don't give it to me again. Not for a while, but that match was amazing. Oh, you don't have to give it to me again. I'm going to watch it again. It was that good. But don't give it to me again. Anyway. Fantastic night of wrestling. Thank you for hanging out. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me if you thought that another match was better. I mean, I got my Claymore. I got Charlotte Flair. What am I thinking? I'm getting to the end without the notes. Let me give you my notes. First of all, that is Randy Orton 2K25. Old Dad finally got his game. It came out today. I'm happy. It started out with Drew. That was a beautiful start. I had to write that down. Let's see here. On 2K25, I can pick my referee, Jessica Carr. She's my favorite referee on wrestling. I want to point that out. She just gets in their face. I like that. I like that. She's like, I expect that referee to have a match at some point. She's that good of a referee. Charlotte Flair was on there. Figure 8. I write that down. Now, can I just point out that it was so good I did a segment and still wrote it down? Because Charlotte Flair. Old Dad loves Charlotte Flair. I would have Charlotte Flair up there if it wasn't for Cypher being like, no, you need him. And then I was like, can she be next? And she is like, no, it's got to be Rhea Ripley. You imagine the tribal chief with Rhea Ripley. And by the way, the camera, when it does the face square thing, yeah, it acknowledges the tribal chief too. I caught that. Whenever I hit the button and did the flippy do, and it was like, here, center out faces, it centered out his face because it acknowledges tribal chief as well. What else? I think that's it for my notes. I'm sure I had enough reaction, especially with the Chelsea Green match, that Cypher's going to have fun with this with her phone. Hey, why not? Like, subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. Share it with a friend. I will see you next time. Later.